Well, now speaking about the future of Kyambogo University, we cannot shy away from speaking about the elephant in the room, which is artificial intelligence. What is the institution's current stand on this?
I think I must be sincere that we have not done much in the area of AI. I remember in the previous meeting in the Senate, we discussed it and we tasked the head of computer science to tell us how we are going to have an AI policy as a university and how we are going to work with AI. We are waiting for that. But I'm told there is an AI policy as a country that has been developed or is being developed, and we're told to wait for that policy and then we can see how to fit in. But it's a whole new challenge. And especially young people understand these things much better than us. I've tried to use AI here and there, ChatGPT and these things. And there's a lot of information out there.
Staying on the question of artificial intelligence, but speaking technology broadly, how is the institution adopting technology in research, especially when we talk about joint projects with institutions outside Uganda?
Most of the partnerships we have, one of the elements that is part of these partnerships is exchange of staff and students. Unfortunately, these developed countries can send their people here with ease. We cannot send our people there because we don't have the money. So technology has allowed us now to have meetings, online meetings with these people, to have workshops or webinars carried out online and our people attend them. We have had our PhD defenses here and those people attend our PhD defenses and we attend the PhD defense of our students online. So I think it's incumbent upon us to increase our capacity in ICT.
Now, the Ministry of Education has asked institutions to align with the competency-based curriculum. How is Kyambogo University, adjusting its programs to meet this requirement?
As for me, I'm a vet by training. I'm a veterinarian. And to train vets, it's hands-on. You must use your hands. You must work with animals. So you already have that competence aspect built in the curriculum. But our thinking was, how do you do this competence-based training in history, in literature, in the performing arts? I can understand you can do in groups and something. But something that we are learning, and we are making good progress on this. It's a whole new learning experience. But our people in the Faculty of Education who are involved in its development are taking the lead.
At one point, Kyambogo University considered closing some of its external campuses, especially those at teachers' PTCs. What informed this decision, and have you been able to follow through with this decision?
Actually, Kyambogo University did not want to close these campuses. It was National Council for Education which was saying that these campuses are not at the level where they should be operating, because they should be like, we call them learning centers, but National Council wants them to be campuses. So a campus is a mirror of the main institution. So the staffing levels, the infrastructure, whatever you have at the main campus should be in these learning centers. We have not gone that, we have not reached that level. So we've been discussing with National Council for Education how we can keep these places going as we struggle to improve the facilities in those colleges.
The university has undertaken several infrastructure projects, and as we look ahead to 2026, what are some of those projects that are still ongoing, that have been completed, or even those that you are yet to start?
We are working mainly on 2-3 projects. One, we've been working with a group of people on a PPP project, that is public-private partnership project, to put in place student accommodation. And we have had discussion with the Attorney General and the PSST So I think we have made progress with that. However, there are still some challenges to overcome, but that's the target project. Another project is the center, the business center with sports facilities still in the coming year. We have given out calls and people are responding to see who can work with us on a private-public partnership to build that center. They build it, they run it, they recover their money, and then they return it to the university. Another infrastructure project we are focusing on is to improve the road network of the university, about 1.5, 1.8 kilometers. And we have some money to do that, and we're working with the NEC, the military people, to see whether we can work with them to build this network.
And now finally, as we look ahead to 2026, what should we expect from Kyambogo University?
One of the plans is to consolidate our master's and PhD training. And that should give us a good number of PhDs, including these people we have just talked about. We need to consolidate our research office so that it can continue looking for partnerships to work with us in research, and then also to engage government to give us research funds. I talked about that we need about 15 billion as a research fund for the university so that people can apply for money, do research, and as a government institution we can determine which areas to work in, those areas which are essential for our socio-economic transformation, which are going to feed into the industry. And also, as we continue building the capacity of our staff to supervise graduate students, I want to tell you that supervision of graduate students is a big problem in this country and in many African countries. Supervision determines how soon the student will finish. And those who volunteer or will supervise the students must find the time to work with the students, to read their write-ups, and to be able to inform themselves so that they can be of benefit to the studies of the students.
Thank you, Professor Eli Katunguka, for speaking to us on the latest developments at the institution.